Hi there, welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome. It's Hélène again with another video. This time, I think these are my favorites. The brand new focus. Now this is turning into a series on my channel. This is the 6th one that I'm doing. And what they are is I choose a brand or selection of brands if I don't have enough product from one brand to try for a period of time. Now the period is not defined. It could be a few days, it could be weeks or a month or more. What defines it is how long I stay interested in a brand, how long I want to use the brand. So far it has either been 12 days or 21 days, but I don't have a specific number of days. I could stop at any time, and I've given myself the freedom to do that so that I don't feel stuck. I don't think makeup should feel a chore. It should always feel interesting. And so I only want to use any given brand or set of brands for as long as I want to use them. If you're curious, the one that was 21 days, all the other ones were 12, is Urban Decay, and I know that it was 21 days because I had a significant number of palettes by Urban Decay, so it really kept me engaged and interested, whereas some other brands I only have 1 or 2 palettes, and that really limits my ability to try them in all sorts of different ways, and I don't tend to like to do the same look twice unless I'm in a crazy hurry and I just do a go-to look. I hope that makes sense. So, what is my brand new focus? Well, it is a single brand focus this time around, and it is Anastasia Beverly Hills. I know, this is so exciting. So now I have not done this, did not focused on this brand at all, and I had a few recent purchases that really made me want to go and dig into this because I feel like I have enough to get a really good sense of the brand. And the only few things that I had before were one palette and some lip products, and I just didn't feel like it was going to be enough. So let me go through what I have from the brand from kind of the beginning of putting your makeup on all the way to the end. Hopefully I have them in a reasonable kind of an order. I do not have any sort of foundation products from this brand, so I am going to start at contouring. I have a contouring kit. Now this is the powder contouring kit for light to medium. I have not used this contour powder other than swatching a couple of colors. I'm really curious about the yellowish color up here. I have not really been using any colors like that. I tend to use a lot of contouring products here, but I'm quite curious about the top products as well. And there looks like there's only one shimmery color here, and I also like the fact that these pans come out, and so I may be moving them around depending on how I want to use them. So that's the first product. Along with the contouring, something that I would obviously do is my brows as well. I usually do brows right after all the contouring products. And so I'm going to be using a sample. And this is the Waterproof Brow Pomade. And the nice thing about this sample is looks like there are 12 shades, but it comes with 4 different ones and a brush. So I'm going to be, I don't know if I'm going to be using the brush, but I will definitely be using the samples that look like they're relatively in my color, which I don't know yet which ones those are going to be, but I'm looking forward to it. I've been saving this sample, and using the pomade is something that I have wanted to get into. I've not tried a pomade yet, so I'm pretty excited. Another couple of samples that I have as well are the Brow Wiz in dark brown, and I have a couple of those samples. These are really, really cute, and I was saving them for travel, but I'll just use them for this brand focus. I've used them a couple times on a not so recent trip, and so I'm hoping that these couple will be enough to last me for however many days I'm going to be using them. But at the same time, I have the pomade, so I'll just use whatever I want on whichever day. Another product that I have for brows from Anastasia is the Clear Brow Gel. And this is, the writing's really hard to see here, but this is what it looks like. And the brush, just a basic brush. So it's just a clear gel to help set the brows. And I've had this for a bit, but I've only used it a few times. I use it when I have an event where I don't want to worry about whether my brows are going all over the place. And I have been better at trimming my brows so that you don't have these long hairs going wherever. I've always had very long eyebrow hair from the time I was a kid, like teenager or whatever. So it's nice to have to know that your brows are exactly where you want them to be and they're not moving around. I'm going to move on to, I think, the blush palettes. Now I have 3 of them. One of them is actually 2 of the 3 are very recent acquisitions. So there's this really neat packaging, which is the Anastasia Blush Trios. Now this is really, really nice packaging. I would love to take this for travel. Now there are 3 colors, a really bam kind of a pink, and then a more peachy and a more contoury kind of taupey mauve color. I think they're great. They are very complementary and you can get some very different looks. And it is suggested that we mix and match those around to do kind of a custom shade. And I think that that's great. And I would really like to give that a try. The one I've had for the longest, but that I've had has been waiting in the wings because I've been doing all these brand focus trials, is this. This is the Radiant blush kit that was part of, I believe, the Christmas time offering along with the Prism palette, and these are the colors. Now, I've swatched them because I couldn't help myself, but all of these colors really speak to me and I'm looking forward to using. I also intend for this one, and especially the next one, to use it not only as blush color, but I also want to use it as some eyeshadow. And I tried out the formula and I like it, and I think that they will go well on the eye. And this is the Gradient. And this one I really hemmed and hawed, and I just received it. And I hemmed and hawed because I kept hearing, oh, you know, it's for deeper skin tones. But I kept looking at it because I thought, well, this shade looks like I could use for contour, and then this shade, I don't think it needs to be for darker skin tones. I think light medium could definitely pull this off. Then I'm looking at these ones and I'm going, well, with a light hand, I think that they could work. For sure, this is the only one that I really am on the fence about. But at the same time, looking at those 4 colors, I'm going to use those on the eye. I have no problem with that. So that's just, to me, almost doubled my options for eyeshadow with Anastasia. And I'm really excited to see if I can multi-purpose these because they're not huge size boxes. And like, for example, I think I can get a full look just out of these. And wouldn't it be neat to have a blush palette that is also an eyeshadow palette that you can bring around? I'm hopeful. Another palette that is technically a face palette that I will also be using for the eye is the Aurora. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It was the colors in here that just got me. They are so beautiful. Now, again, I've only swatched them. I have not used them on the eye, and I'm like, it's like Christmas. I've been waiting to use this because I knew I was going to do an Anastasia brand focus, and gosh, I want to get my fingers in there to put these shades on the eye. I'm like, inner lid. It's going to be so beautiful. Now, one eyeshadow palette that I have used from Anastasia and that I do really like, I'm going to take the brush out because otherwise it's going to fall out, is the ultra controversial Subculture palette. And granted, I am not familiar with any of the other Anastasia shadows. All I can say is that the colors that I've used so far in the Subculture palette, I'm a big fan of. And it's, to me, who knows? Maybe you're going to see videos from me over the next couple weeks and go, what the heck does she have on her eyes? But I call this a 5-minute eyeshadow palette. I don't know what's been going on, but the experience that I saw over months of videos has just not been my experience. And so, and I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy. I really like this palette, but I feel sad that a number of folks did not enjoy this palette and don't want to use it, because the colors are, it's a color scheme that I just hadn't seen in any other palettes. And so to dig into this for quite a while coming up, I'm so excited. I've been just leaving it alone for a while because I was using all these other palettes, but to come back to this baby, I'm really really excited. Okay, enough gushing, I'll move on. So the next set of products are, like I said, I don't have, I don't think I said, pardon me, I don't have a mascara or liner from Anastasia. So what I'm going to be using is whatever liners and mascara that I want to use, but I do have some lip products. So I'll go over some individual lip products and I'll end with a lip palette. So the few that I have, one of them I'm using or wearing right now. It is the Saint-Tropez or Saint-Tropez lip gloss, and that was a 100-point perk that I got from Sephora, and I've worn it 3 times I think so far, and I really like it. I think it's a very flattering color. There's some iridescence to it, but it's not overpowering. It's fun, and it would be appropriate for so many occasions. And another lip gloss that I have, which is in the shade Kristen. So I was happy to get this one. I think it was in one of the Give Me More Lips lip sets, and it's a deluxe size or travel size, whatever. It's the same size as the Saint-Tropez, but I appreciate the opportunity to try it, even though it's not a full size. And the brush on these is really nice. It's the same on the Saint-Tropez. I like these kind of flat paddle brushes, and I've used this one once for sure, and I did like the color, and it will be nice, especially since it's summertime, to use that one more often. And then finally, I do have a liquid lip from Anastasia, and it's the one that everybody was raving about when they first came out. There were a few other ones that people were raving about, but this one definitely was up there. And when I saw swatches of this one, I needed to go get it. And it's one of the very rare full price products that I've ever picked up. But here it is. It is the Pure Hollywood color, and the dry down on it is really neat, and I'm looking forward to using it. You know what, I'll do a swatch for you and just let it dry down, because it dries down a little bit of a different color. So here it is, still kind of wet, and I'll show you, after I show you the lip palette, what this looks like when it's dried down. I really like it. Okay, so here is the palette. I'm going to just show you what it comes with first off. So neat for a lip palette, it comes with a mixing plate, and it comes with this end tool to scoop out some lip product, and also with a brush end for application. So this is really for folks who want to play with color, to do a little bit of mixology and try different things. So what are all these lip products? It's this palette that comes with, 18 shades. And it is, for now, untouched, save one color. And what really excited me about this palette, which I've talked about in my creativity video, I can link that down below, is, and I'll link the playlist for the brand new focus and the summary of what I thought, my thoughts. I'll put those playlists down below. What excited me about this palette was the primary colors at the top, because of course lip products can be used as other kinds of face paint depending on what you're trying to do, and I do like creative editorial looks, unusual looks, like festivities and editorial looks. I definitely do stuff for Halloween. This palette attracted me for that. But it also has a bunch of lipsticks, and I'm not a lipstick palette person, but this challenge certainly gives me an opportunity to try quite a few different colors of Anastasia lipstick. And so if we leave the primary colors alone, there are 13, possibly 14 very wearable shades in here, and so I could change my lip color every day just based on having this palette. So I will definitely be trying all of those colors and looking forward to doing that. Now, in order to apply them, I'm probably going to do the scooping out of the various products, because I may want to use this product on other faces. And so I want to keep things as hygienic as possible. So I will, you'll probably see some pretty significant divots because it's not the same as just being able to use a brush in it. But I will try to make diligent use of it. Okay, so I promised to show you the dry down color of the Anastasia Pure Hollywood. Now hopefully this won't make a liar out of me. I'm just going to put a fresh swatch next to it so you can see the difference in color. So it dries down a different color, and I like the dry down better. So you can see this is the wet, and you see how the color changes to kind of like a dusty rose when it's dry? That color is what's so neat. So don't go by what's in the tube. Like anytime we're looking for liquid lipsticks, we cannot go by what's in the tube. This is beautiful, beautiful, very flattering color. And so that is what sold me on this Pure Hollywood. There you have it. Those are the products I have from Anastasia. Definitely not a full face of everything, but you know, if all I don't have is a base and then liner and mascara, I think I can still call it full faces of Anastasia stuff. So I'm looking forward to using them, and also looking forward to reporting back to you on how the days went. Now, of course, between this video and the update of how was it, you will be seeing me wearing a bunch of Anastasia products. So I guess you'll be able to tell in the meantime, if you do watch the other videos that come in between, the different things that I'm playing around with. That's it for the brand new focus on Anastasia. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you like the content on this channel, I'm gonna ask you, are you subscribed yet? If not, just hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and you'll hear about every new video that I publish, and I publish quite often. But for now, I'm going to say thank you for watching. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye now.